He said?
You, yeah.
You can't bear what, Frank? And he said, you, my dear, you. That's one of the most hurtful things anybody ever said to you. And it doesn't result in you crying.
Anger.
Because you are what you're like, anger comes. That's why we get this next speech. Yeah. Because no one said as hurtful, anything as hurtful as that to you. Certainly not him. Let me see it in your eyes. The sudden hurt and then the anger.
I don't think I can bear it any longer.
Can't bear what, Frank?
You, my dear. You.
Yeah. Yeah, well, I'll tell you what you can't bear, Mr. Self-pitying piss artist. What you can't bear is that I'm educated now. I've got what you've got, and you don't like it. I don't need you. I've got a room full of books. I know what clothes to wear, what wine to buy, what plays to see, what books and papers to read. I can do without you.
Is that all you wanted? Have you come so far for so very, very little?
Oh, yeah. It's little to you, isn't it? It's little to you who squanders and mocks every opportunity and takes everything for granted.
Found a culture, have you, Rita? Found a new song to sing? No, you found a different song, that's all. And on your lips, it's shrill and hollow and tuneless. Oh, Rita.
Rita? Nobody calls me Rita but you. I dropped that pretentious crap as soon as I saw it for what it was. Rita? Nobody calls me Rita.
And what is it now, then? Charlotte? Or Jane? Or Emily?
Lovely. See? You'll see that played back, you'll be amazed at the difference between when you started and when you cut that. And,
yes.
and when he spoke to you, I saw on your face the hurt or the anger or the whatever you felt, and I could see it in just small things. Come round on you now.
Oh, I've done a fine job on you, haven't I, Rita?
It's true, Frank. I can see now.
You know, Rita, I think that, like you, I shall now change my name. From now on, I shall be known as Mary. Mary Shelley. Do you understand that illusion, Rita?
What?
She wrote a little Gothic number called Frankenstein.
So?
This clever, pyrotechnical pile of self-conscious illusion is worthless, talentless shit. There's more poetry in the telephone directory and probably more insight. Its one advantage over the telephone directory is that it's easier to rip.
Stop. Let me stop you. This speech. Take this speech. Let me sit there again. I want to see someone who's slightly pitiful character. He's not really in control of everything. And he's trying to keep his head straight, which wants to go. But he's got to keep his head, because the last thing he's going to do is show this woman that he's drunk. And it's a rather pitiful character listening to her. And drunks don't react fast. There's something in the way that you sit isn't drunk, Ian. Mm. You don't go like this, but there's just, it's just, if a normal man sat down in the armchair, he'd sit like this, hello, how are you? And yes, you've got a difference. But a drunk is very small. And this character is, suddenly I'm a foot shorter and slightly pitiful. I've only moved about 2 inches. You're still going too fast. Still. You can read it if you like.
No, I know it.
If you wait, but forget about it, you know. But it's this clever, pyrotechnical pile of self-conscious illusion is worthless, talentless shit. And could be recognised as such by anybody with a shred of common sense. It's the sort of thing that gives publishing a bad name. Wit. You will find more wit in the telephone book. The only advantage this has over the telephone book is that it is easier to rip. It is pretentious, characterless, and without style.
It's not.
Oh, I don't expect you to believe me, Rita. You recognize the hallmark of literature now, don't you? Why don't you just go away? I don't think I can bear it any longer.
Can't bear what, Frank?
You, Rita. You. You understand what I mean?
Yes, I do.
Slower. Take it easy, Ian. Listen, and then feel everything.
Do you think, then, on film acting, and the difference between film and stage is you do take your time much more on film?
Yeah, because you can do things, you see, which people can't see. I mean, if I'm doing that, is there a camera on me at the moment? Yeah, is there? All I've got to do is go. And that's a big movement. You go, what did he do? What happened there? Someone's coming. You know, you create tension. Just do that.
Right.
Or that. Nothing. But slower and think about it, Ian. We go from... Get it up from here. Get it up from here. This clever pyrotechnical pile of silver. Go from there. I'll tell you, let's go in a close-up now on this. Go right in close.
This clever pyrotechnical pile of self-conscious illusion is worthless, talentless shit. There's more poetry in the telephone directory and probably more insight. Its one advantage over the telephone directory is that it's easier to rip. It is pretentious, characterless, and totally without style.
It's not.
Oh. I don't expect you to understand me. Of course, you understand the hallmark of literature now, don't you? Why don't you just go away and leave me alone? Don't think I can bear it any longer.
Can't bear what, Frank?
You, Rita. You.
That's much better. Much better. See the speed? It's come right down.
It's easier
And
in a way.
it's easy.
Sense, 'cause
I told you.
yeah.
I told you.
I mean, it's in it, yeah.
Movie acting is relaxation. It's easy. If you are knocking yourself out, you're doing it wrong. I regard the theatre as an operation with a scalpel. I think movie acting is an operation with a laser.